It's not the strongest carry, but it's survivable. So if they have Morph on the mid lane as well, they should be fine.
Watermelon time. I was gonna say
Quinn dog versus Ram dog. Who will be the bigger dog? That's why I had the dog on at the intro. You missed it.
I know. Durachio's gonna be giving away first blood.
Miro getting into that cup position, the early first blood, another blood grenade.
Glib's back. Celery is still going to be run down by Miro, and he's going to get the spins. He's going to get the hit that ensures the kill. Now, Durachio, God, is he going to die for that? Oh my God, he's going to die for that. What? The random hurricane from the neutral, and it also baits in Ramses to try and get a counter kill. He's going to die to this as well. The neutral somehow sets up a double kill for Tofu. He actually just goes for Antares, trying to slow him down. Didn't want to try and turn. Still has the heal, still has a kill, but will eventually die. The glimpse away. Oh no! Okay, Solo got him with the Nether Blast. Finally, I mean, they committed so much. If they
have very slow damage over time, but getting these monkey kills is really important that 9Pandas enable their axe in this game. Ramses gets beat on by the hammer, and he is gone. Too rushed here. Maybe they just didn't see the opening on the sides. But these openings do exist, and it'll be Durachio who will claim the Nether Ward and Solo's skeleton. Vanguard Blink, which is already done, by the way. Very good timing, and instantly puts it to use.
Wukong's command is going to go out, but the lasso threatens to pull him out. Nice interception there from Tofu. A good stun that'll end up in the kill on Bat Rider. They got to get away, though. Kiyotaka is here. And he is a bad mama jama.
They're going to get nobody.
I guess they... I mean, if they weren't going to go for the Ember, then they had to be searching for the Monkey King, right? It's the only thing that really makes sense here. Tofu got to try and protect himself. Dropping a whole lot of mines. Kiyotaka trying to get range. TP out isn't going to work, and Taris gives the vision to Kiyotaka to get the last hit.
Pandas overextend. Another reason I'm saying you don't want to necessarily aggressively smoke and give that opportunity to them is Kiyotaka will claim a Monkey King.
Very big kill. Tide game it is, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I would say one thing you like about Tide is protecting tier 1s.
His first phase Embers are... I mean, they're ballsy picks, because this hero has a tremendous amount of lane counters. Morphling is one of them. You get behind, then you have to be confident you can make it up somewhere else and still contribute. So far, 0-0-0 for Quinn. Very quiet game.
Oh no! The clip interception there, Tofu missing the blast off as a result. They're still going to get the glimpse back and get both the kills. They're going to run it. Ramsey's got a glimpse back on him too. Unable. Oh, he doesn't have Phantasm. They do get the Ravage onto the two of them with the Meteor Hammer. They're both going to die here. Oh, Ramses actually pops the Phantasm and does manage to get away thanks to Crepify. Big heals coming out from Solo. Meanwhile, the lasso back on a Tofu. And it's going to leave him in a bit of a pickle. Quinn is running low on mana, and he dies, actually. Gets bursted real quick.
Oh, where's that
Durachio goes back into this one with the Static Storm. Wukong's command. They do manage to get the counter kill onto Kiyotaka. A big trade-off there. Quinn for Kiyotaka. Feel like that would be well worth it for
tons and net worth of Ace. He is the real factor here, and he is going that Ags on the Tidehunter. I think this is the correct call. Just play to boost up your AoE and impact even more.
Got the initiation onto Tofu, but they are going to be slowed down, not able to get the pull up to the high ground, and Taris is just giving up his life to try and ensure a kill, and he does manage to get it. Miro cuts in, though, gets a call, now backs away. Playing around this tier 1 tower where Ramses wants to take the fight. That Static Storm is not quite enough. Thanks to Solo healing him up. They're getting out of the Wukong's command. Ace had the Ravage ready to go. It just came up.
For Gaimin, you need to make the most of this window where your Tide is still the massive threat he is, and your glimpses and Techie's damage can still have reliable impact.
Pickoffs like this will go a long way.
Get in here and contest it, and they will.
Gaimin Gladiators going to play on the high ground here. 9Pandas going to have their smoke break, and Taris just runs headlong into Ace. Immediately going to take advantage of this one. Gets the
he got 3.
Everybody with the Meteor on top of that one. Where's your BKBs? They finally pop him now, but Ramsey's just going to have to walk it off while the rest are left behind. Miro's going to die, and it's only going to be Kiyotaka and Ramses. Maybe not even Kiyotaka. He's forced to use his BKB in order to TP out successfully. That BKB's coming. I was like, oh man, you're gonna kind of regret the Ags a little bit on Tide. right? Because a Blink Dagger would feel a lot better. Static Storm, right? You've got 3 like AoE. You want them to stay in this AoE sort of deal that aren't effective versus BKB. How do you get them to use BKBs without using those spells?
You just gotta poke them down. Throw out a Gush, throw out... You can create the vision, create the space, scout out the Tidehunter, protect his cores, and still find an initiation. There are no BKB interactions here for Gaimin. It's just free reign.
He's going to pop the last note, but he doesn't pop the BKB. He does manage to get a really good call out. Miro is going to try and kill Tofu, but he Static Storm, so he won't be able to get it.
Did a lot of damage. Maybe 9Pandas can try and turn if Gaimin overextend. They still have Ravage, though. Have to be wary.
Thinking about it. Doesn't pop it. Kiyotaka actually uses his BKB, and Ace will just be able to walk away. To execute that, it all comes down to a lot of vision and mind games here. Gaimin Gladiators.
They're going through the gate.
For Roshan.
They know what's waiting.
Great. Oh, Ramses.
He can break him.
He's right on top. They get the call. They immediately break him down.
The Dream.
Gladiators have stumbled into an ambush. They get off the Static Storm with a lot of heroes inside of it. The ones that don't have BKB are still fine, though, because there is no damage. Everybody is dead.
And you do not want to get stuck in this Roche pit versus the Ravage versus the Wukong. So 9Pandas are going to try and take this fight outside of that clumped area. There's the Batrider initiation, the free BKB.
Antares didn't get it immediately. He is going to be able to get the last hope, but not up to the high ground. Antares, they do manage to get the Ravage out. Ramses is turning and fighting, though. He has BKB and is trying to fight for his life, and he does manage to bring down the Tidehunter first. He's resetting now.
Dyrachyo in the man fight.
Command is coming out.
They kited it.
All reset out of it. Dyrachyo has to chase Miro out of it, and he does manage to get that kill, but the rest of the team is already kited backwards, recovered, bought back, and they're ready to reassault for Roshan.
Yeah, Kiyotaka's eaten some Lotuses out of the hole.
Oh, the Battle Hunger has slowed him down so much he couldn't actually jump into the trees. Despite the Glimmer Cape, Dyrachyo could not get out.
This game is getting hard for Gaimin. Status Resist pretty much guarantees Rams is going to get a BKB off, and then you're the one stuck inside of all of his illusions getting broken. Just melts. That type of fight setup.
Kill instead of Dyrachyo.
Well, old habits die hard, my friend.
Pulled out of his base, Tofu. They don't want to get too close, apparently. Afraid of what could come, but
into the BKBs.
Nullifier Boundless Strike for what?
For morale.
I think it did the opposite. I think it maybe hurt morale.
Well, that's
I think you're looking at it doing how little damage we did.
Gush is coming through, but Heart will help regen that, and that is a free lane of Rax. More than one hero too, maybe.
I think so.
I don't even know if one's enough. But that Axe is completed on Celery, so that Ravage into the Static Storm jump is there, and the first time you do it is the best because you're going to catch 9Pandas by surprise. They're not going to be thinking about popping their BKBs early. Might just be happy to tank the Ravage, and then unhappy they did. High ground ward for Gaimin, and he's going to find the Morph.
Boundless Strike into the Ravage. They caught the Morphlink. The blast off afterwards. They didn't need it, so he can use it on the second life.
Oh, this is good.
Morphlink's in trouble. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. There's no amount of saves that Miro can do to stop this one. In fact, he's going to have to eat the cheese to keep himself alive. TP out. And it is it was a 9-second BKB. It was a fresh BKB, so he's able to make it out solo. See if he can get away. Nope. Dust immediately reveals his position. 3 dead, and they got through Aegis and Cheese. You were right.
Very strong right now.
And they spot Ramses right now. They're going to go for it. Found the strike. Ravage.
That was so close.
In
the storm.
And the mine's going to be laid out. And the tentacle came out and hit the other 3. A big swing. They do have the buyback, though. With that Ravage and Static Storm now down, Gaimin Gladiators have to rethink the rest of this fight.
Yeah, they need to get the hell out. Ramses is looking. He'll find a straggler. Remember, there's still Wukong up.
There is. They're going to be walking into this one.
Turn.
This is a dangerous point. Miro, he's going to be the first one down, and Ramsey's trying to get out. The heal comes through. Thanks to his BKB, he can walk out. You can see him trying to heal up a little bit, but he got glimpsed back. He didn't respect it enough. That's a dieback for him, and that is just straight up the end of the game. There's no way this Morphling can handle this by himself. In fact, he dies immediately afterwards. Solo's the last one down, and it ends with a Quinn Ultra kill.
From the start of that game, getting massacred in lane to massacring them with an Arcane Rune, Spell Prism, Ember Spirit. Some nice timing to hit their stride. They hold on long enough for the AoE to come intact, and very happy about that win. Why does it always feel like 9Pandas are up versus this team but cannot close it out? I feel as if we have seen this story before, and it is really haunting them. At this point, you need to look at strategically what this team is doing to you and why these games are so hard to close with the advantage you have, because I think 9Pandas had a very solid window to win that game. And maybe that pause reset some momentum, reset some intuition on where that game was going, but either way, you hit a brick wall in the early game that was Ace, and you hit a brick wall in the late game that was Quinn with the Static Sword behind him. And Dyrachyo, he eventually gets to his items here, finally lands some good woo.
Can anybody out there hear me?